Man, how's it going? Good to see you, Chris.
It's going. It's going. How you been, sir?
Yeah, can't complain, man. It's Friday, right? So I'm ready for the weekend. Always fun.
Yeah. Well, we finally had a decent day down here in Georgia, so I'm literally like been ripping and running yard work. Kids
Oh,
just got out of school, so yeah, it's been. But we're good. We're good now. We're
yeah.
good now.
Awesome, man. Got any fun plans for the weekend, or is it like kind of chill at the moment when, middle of training camp and all that?
Um, just honestly, well, no, tomorrow I got like probably one of the bigger sparring days.
Okay.
We got a bunch of coming in tomorrow to Atlanta, so. But yeah, for the most part, man, we've been up now. Lauren wants to message me back. We've been just really just taking it. It's weird. I
Mhm.
normally don't have camp like this. You know what I'm saying? So my body, my coach was actually worried about me getting too like peaking too early
Ah,
because we're used to 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 8 days. When I fought
right.
Rothwell and whatnot. But yeah, no, we're doing it right. Technically, this last couple of weeks of this camp, I could like kind of coast through, man, because we're so good with everything. But my body won't let me. My body will like go. I wake up at 4, like, all right, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. It's like, my coach is like, no, go to sleep. You're
Yeah.
fine, man. I'll see you at 9. You don't have to get up at 4 anymore and go do all that crazy stuff. I'll see you at 9. And I'm like, okay. So a lot of housework's been getting done, a lot of yard work, stuff like that.
Just trying to find what to do with all the extra time, right?
Literally.
I mean, do you like that? Is that something you kind of want to make normal, or is it like I'm so used to, just the sporadic nature kind of?
The way my ADHD is set up, I need to be. It works perfect. You know what I mean? So like, only time it doesn't work is when I get distracted by the next thing. But
Right.
yeah, once I'm on a task, I'm like boom, boom, boom. Yes. What's next? Oh, what's that? You know what I mean? So literally, it had its benefits, I'll say. But yeah, no, I like it because it one, it gives me something always to do, and
Hmm.
then I've always got people asking me to do something. It's like, nah, I can't do that today. Now she's calling me.
We're already good. But yeah, man, it's funny. I was, at your last fight, obviously a great one. And I mean, after the fight, you said you were going to go out and do breakdancing in the streets of New York. Did you end up actually doing that?
There was so much, I'll say, going on after the fight. I wanted to go like to the subway. I
Mhm.
wanted to find the guy with the buckets and just go to town. But the way COVID was set up, and the way the way they had things going, you if you left, they were like, if you leave, you ain't coming back in. And I
Right.
was like, oh, okay, I'll wait till the morning, type thing. So, but yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to break dance in the land of where it was born, but then again, too, my foot was hurting after that
Oh
fight
yeah.
because I hit him directly at that back part of the hill, and I was like, oh, and his head being made out of cinder block didn't help either.
Right. So maybe it was a good thing that you didn't end up getting down on the floor.
It's actually working out for me, actually.
Right. Save it for next time, man. Maybe the foot will be better then. But yeah, man. And also, I noticed like the Huggy Bear, right? Beast Boy. You got the double nicknames going on, man. So like, how did what's the story behind both of them? Usually, we got just one nickname per fighter.
Okay, Beast Boy initially, when I was little, I don't know if you ever seen Teen
Of
Titans
course.
or a DC. Yes, there we go. Which is crazy. I'm actually not a big DC guy. Huge Marvel guy. DC is weird. How I got a DC name, whatever. So people mimic and do. He can turn into different animals and whatever the situation was, he could transform and help with the situation type thing. So when I was smaller, when I was littler, I could mimic animals. I could I was faster on all fours than I was on my feet. Like it was weird, type thing. I could swim well. Like we played a game called Sharks in the Minnows. I was like the champ for at least 5 summers. I was the champ until I had to leave. You know, they would live like I was called either they would call me Black Orca, which they might as well just said Free Willy.
Right, right.
But or oh my God, we were actually the sea turtles. So yeah, they called me the Black Sea Turtle, of course, right? But yeah, man, like that was always I'll say my little moniker. Like, okay, Christian, he can do all this athletic stuff. He can run faster on all fours. He can mimic animals. Like we'd go to the zoo. Like, not to say I was a animal whisperer, but they would always come up to me and I would mimic the noise, you know what I mean, type thing. So with all of that combined, I saw this little green guy on TV turning into animals, and I was like, I like that about it. Well, what do you know? You know, so that is initially where Beast Boy came from, just with the mimicking and this and that. But to tie it into today, when I'm out in the cage, you have to be able to change. Just in case the situation changes, i.e. Beast Boy. Boom, situation. Oh no, he put me against the cage. I need to be as strong as a whale. Get off me, you know what I mean, type thing. So that's where the Beast Boy one came from. Huggy Bear started fighting overseas. I pay attention to what goes on. I see like what their culture, what they like, you know, what they're into. You know, I actually kind of had an advantage because I was a black athlete, and they love black athletes over there. You know, so with that, I was like, how can I amp this up? So what I loved about the Asian culture and them fighting wise, you could go over there and stink the place up. Like, you could literally be the worst fighter in the world, but if you show you have heart, they want you back. They want you back tenfold. So I said, okay, I know I got heart. I'm black. I got 2 things going for me right now. We are winning regardless, you know. And then I was like, yo, what can I do to add that extra sauce on it? I said, what was, oh my God, Pseudo. What did he used to do? Like, how did he used to come out and stuff like that? You know what I mean? What was the mindset, you know? So I said, why not? Why not throw on a lovable Huggy Bear suit? Oddly enough, I forgot I had said it during I fought Jay White. What was I? 4-0. Yeah, my fifth fight. I said it in an interview. I was like, yeah, people are asking me, how do you go out there and fight? You're such a lovable guy. You're like a big teddy bear. I forgot I'd said it. Somebody rewinded me back and let me know, hey, you should run with that while you're in Japan because they love this, they love that. You're you know, boom. And at the time, I was 350 pounds. So, like, my cheeks were even bigger. I looked like almost like a little anime drawing of a chubby bear.
Right.
You know, it just worked perfect. So get there, I put the suit on, and I mean, like, these folks, they didn't know me yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'd fought in I guess it's technically one sports now. What was it called at the time? Martial combat. From my good buddy Eric Prindle. And they, you know, they kind of got a wince of me there because I threw some crazy spin stuff, you know what I mean? But that was also 6 years prior to me going back, you know, and fighting. So I got a chance to reinvent myself. I come out in that bear suit, and I tell you, they like, oh my goodness, like the faces that lit up. I was like, holy moly, this is it. That actually gave me more energy. If you watch, there's Bass Rutten and did a breakdown. I think it was Kenny. They did a breakdown, and Bass goes, "Look at him! He looks like a lovable chipmunk coming up," you know. And I come down, and like there's this little girl's face, and you just see her light up. The guy, I forgot who was carrying the bear. He handed her that bear. She lost it. I felt like Michael Jackson. Remember how fans used to pass out?
Perfect.
So I'm going like I have the best vibes and everything are going there. I'm fighting Travis View now. I felt bad because Travis Yu literally took this fight on like 3 days notice, but you have to fly to Japan. Mm-hmm. So my man got there with 10 hours of sleep, you know, and I was like, well, thanks for taking the fight.
Yeah.
Come to, hey, even with 10 hours of sleep, Travis ain't no joke.
Yeah, he's been around the block, that guy.
Took me up there, slammed me down. Actually, the first time, I'm 350. I'm not supposed to be on my back. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting up out of there that second round. But the love after that fight, I was like, I can't let this Huggy Bear, I can't let it go. You know what I mean? Because I was arguing with management at the time, like, nah, man, I'm Beast Boy. They'll understand. They get it. You just don't get it because you're old and you don't know about what's going on, you know? I was wrong. Literally, I could have stuck with Huggy Bear, and we did, and it worked out. It worked out beautifully. But then, as I started losing weight, I got that itch back, got that Beast Boy itch back. I was like, oh man, there was a reason why I called myself that. I couldn't be. I was stuck in one transformation when I got 350
right.
pounds.
Yeah.
Down, transform into anything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where those names came from, man. Just knowing the culture of Japan, and then also me. What from what I've heard, me being a likable, lovable guy. You know what I mean? Almost like a cute, cuddly Huggy Bear.
Yes, but rather mean in the cage and doing some crazy shit. So they tie in together. That's awesome, man. And I love that picture too. The iconic picture of you standing behind Fedor and Wanderlei with the outfit on. It's just like, that's so MMA right there.
Oh yeah, that one was big. That was big. And what was cool was they were shocked. Like they were like, man, you're a gimmick. Like and I can't be mad at them. Who was a big ass dude in a bear suit? And then when they got to see me fight, it was like, oh, actually Wanderlei invited me out to Vegas after that. To go train with them for a long time. He thought I was Azario Silva, which is a bigger Brazilian dude. Like back in the day, he was like, "Oh, bro, I thought you were Azario." No. I said, "No, sir. My name's Chris Barnett, and I know who you are, axe murderer."
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, how was that training with Wanderlei? That's not something you get to do every day.
It was different. See, so after that, when I got a chance to go out there with him, he was actually on crutches, so I didn't I just got to get yelled at by him, for being lazy. But other than that, I don't know if I would have want to spar him because he makes, not to say it like that, but when he gets angry, oh man, like it's no longer a sparring session. Y'all are fight. You know what I mean? We ain't getting paid. So you got it, buddy, type thing. So it might have been for his benefit because as a man, we'll say there's times to where I'm not just gonna sit there and let you punch him in my face. I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So training wise, I've seen it to where people have gone out there in the UFC gyms and gone and trained with these UFC stars, and just because of who they are, let them beat the hell out of them. And I'm like, I was one. I let Alistair beat the brake shoes off of me in the beginning. And then it took about Roy Nelson camp. Yep, the one we did in Texas, where I was like, this shit ain't happening in this camp, cuz nope. I'm not going home with all these knee holes in my stomach and elbow prints in my head. No, sir. And that's when I remember that camp is when it definitely turned for me and Alistair. He was like, I have more respect for you now, Mr. Barnett. Now that you're finally throwing and doing what you need to do, you're going to be a hell of a fighter if we can get your weight down. And I was like, yeah, thanks, Alistair. Great. I didn't know me punching you you'd like it. All right. I think you just get more excited.
Oh my God, that impression was amazing, man. That was very good.
There's so many camps, man. Like I need to sit down one day and just write out some of the stuff that me and him literally went through, and the things he said and done, and it's literally comical. Like nothing crazy or whatever, but just there's an instance with me and how these cheeseburgers, there's a bunch of stuff, and he's always looked out for me too, like with camps and stuff. No matter what, man, he'll go to Thailand. Mr. Barnett, if you have some free time, please, I'll fly you over. And it's like, wait, you'll fly me over, you know what I'm saying, type thing. So it's weird, man. The respect and stuff you get, from training with these guys, and it just I really still feel like I'm not even, when I go train with these guys. I have to tell them, I was like, yo, I don't think you understand. I'm a fan first. So if you catch me being like, just hit me, literally, that's what we're here for anyways. But yeah, so that was my whole thing is I'm always a fan first, and I just happened to make it. I would just say that much.
I mean, man, it's kind of crazy and impressive, that you've been able to stay in that mentality and humble after doing it for as long as you have now. I think people still don't really realize that you have been over all around the world, like you're saying, and, fighting in Japan, wherever, Korea, and Throat FC and some other places, right? And I mean, I even forgot that you were on the first RIZIN show, man. I mean, what was that experience like?
Um, it was crazy because I did a 10-minute round. That is something else. Like, but also that it was kind of scary because at the time because I didn't know everything that was going on. There's a lot of stuff that was going on with Fedor and stuff like that. And then I'm fighting baby Fedor, and my corner was like, yo, you literally are going to have to knock this guy out. You're going to have to knock him out. And I was like, why are you telling me that? And then looking at me like that as you're saying it.
Right.
You're going to have to knock him out. And I was like, yeah, but it's a fight. We can win unanimous decision. We can do submission. You're going to have to knock him out. I was like, oh, my God. Okay. And he wasn't having it. That boy, hey, he's a baby Fedor for real. Again, me out of shape. If I fight him now, to this day, I get him now. I know I get him now. I get his ass now. But yeah, no, it was wild. Real, man. RIZIN was definitely cool, man. Just being around the legends. Again, I'm a fan first. So that whole atmosphere, the stadium, the quietness, that's what really I had fought in Japan before, done all that before, done it all before. It's still everywhere you go, every show, it's the exact same love and respect, man. It's wild, man. But yeah, that RIZIN stage, I wanted to do more coming out, but there was a slant in the ramp, and then the way the ramp worked, you have like a narrow path, you have to make it down, and if you don't, so I was like, let me this whole stage is moving as let me just walk down here normal real quick. But yeah, no, RIZIN was definitely fun.
Yeah, man. Did you ever want to fight for them more than just that one time, or was it just a matter of circumstance?
At that time, they were like, if RIZIN would have been like, hey, we need you to go ahead, jump in there. We're going to throw a lion, a bear, and maybe a moose at you. You down? Yeah, of course. Sign me up. Just let's go. The experience, fighting out there is always cool. I've been on record complaining about the flight because it's just so long. And again, my ADD, you have me concealed the flying cylinder for 18 hours. I'm on there. I done watched all his movies like 8 times, so I don't know. Other than that, though, the flight is just whatever. We need to get on this instant transmission stuff, y'all. Yeah. No, I absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, for sure. RIZIN, always a good time, but just always a good time watching you in general, man. So you got the fight coming up here, and are you a little bummed, though, to go from, we're talking about all these great atmospheres, right? You go from MSG back to the Apex. Is that kind of a bummer?
Yeah. They tricked me, too. They had me so excited because it was like, hey, man, you gonna fight? You gonna fight? Oh, so you gonna fart? Yeah, I'm gonna fart, too, damn it. You gonna fight April 16th. But it said TBD, and I was like, "Oh, they're putting a big arena for you, boy. I know what's going on." My coach hyped me up. He was like, "Hey, it could be in Georgia because they just got a place there, or it could be in Jacksonville because they do fight nights there too." And I was like, "That's actually perfect. I'd love it." Oh, Vegas.
Come on.
We're in Vegas. They go, I was like, maybe T-Mobile. Maybe this and that. Then I got the full title. And not to say it like that, but then I saw who the fighters were on the card, and I was like, man, if this ain't a damn fight night, 'cause I know we're going to be in the Apex. Sure enough, that next week, Apex fight, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I guess. But it's cool this time because people are allowed in. So last time we were there, it was just, you walk out, you hear your music barely, and you just hear people breathing. And it was weird. Like the coach is just, all right, now uppercut him. I heard that a lot. I heard his coach yell uppercut him a lot. We'll hear that from Dan out there. I heard that. But what is cool about it being in Vegas, not that I've ever had a rematch, but I know I'm not losing a rematch, right? So as I say that, if you look at Buday, not to jump ahead or whatever, but if you look at Martin Buday, it's almost like a young Ben Rothwell. If you look at how he fights, how he moves, how he's a ground guy, but stands up more, same like Martin. Martin is a brown belt, I forgot how many stripes, brown belt jiu-jitsu. But if you look at all his fights, he stands you up. He beats you up and then gets you to the ground and then like anacondas you, squeezes the hell out of you in the up top and then eats you later, So that's another thing that I like about it. And then I'm in the same atmosphere, but no nerves this time. No nerves this time. So I'm gonna be comfortable, type thing. I'm sure he fought there too, whatever. He beat my friend actually, Lorenzo Hood. But yeah, so I'm looking at more like I got to get some get back. Like I have animosity towards this guy already, and he's like, hey, how you doing? Nah, man, fuck you, Ben. He'll be like, my name's Ben. I'm like, yeah, it is today, sucker. So, but like to look at that though, not to say if you compare them like together, I'll say you take a young Ben against a young Martin. I'm betting on Ben all day. You know what I'm saying? Ben a little bit more explosive, a little bit more of that. Not taking anything away from Martin, but I've been training to do a whole bunch of certain different things. We've been working a lot on being more explosive because we know I feel what we're gonna get out of this guy. Actually, what 90% of the heavyweights are gonna have to do to me. We've been finally, like right after 10 years, we're finally working it. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not bummed out that it's in Vegas because it's almost like I get a rematch.
Right.
But the fact that it's Apex, I guess y'all know y'all only use this place for like the TV show. Now y'all just want to use it because y'all trying to save some money. I could have filled them seats at T-Mobile Arena, man. Come on.
Exactly. So just got to show them what's up. Show them what's up this time.
That's it. Maybe another spin kick will get me only main cards or pay-per-views or something.
Yeah, there we go, man. I wouldn't complain about that. But yeah, I mean, mentioning Martin, I was going to ask, I mean, are you a guy, with the fan mentality, like you're saying, that you do study the opponents a lot? I mean, some people, they just worry about themselves more than anything. Let the coaches worry about it all.
No, because I'm a big guy on mental health and stuff like that. And not to say I take advantage of it when I see your post talking about I'm sad today, and I'm like, that means he didn't train as hard today because them endorphins ain't kicking in, type thing. So, like with Villante, I knew exactly what I knew. I was going to get a happy. This is my last one. Well, actually, when he pulled that out like 3 days before, I said, "Oh, you sapsucker! You trying to pluck at my heartstrings? Get out of here." But like I was able to check in, not to say I knew he wasn't going to be able to put in the work that he needed to because he's a football coach, a dad, a teacher, a wrestling coach, and everything else. There's not enough time in the day. There's not enough time in the day to put all that effort into everything. And like, he's a great dad and a great husband. So there's a big difference. Like, you got you got them papas that were Rolling Stones. Hey, but like the time and effort that he puts into his family, I know was outshining the time he needed to put into the gym. I think deep down, he knew this was going to be his last one. So he wasn't putting that much effort in. Now, I'm not saying the man didn't train. I ain't saying that at all. But, I don't think he busted it like say, for instance, when he fought Corey Anderson or whatever, or something like that, you could see the difference. You know what I mean? Took advantage of the situation. That's all I did. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, with Buday, he's not a big. Look, what is this dog is trying to knock my camera over? Move, go. Geez, he said interview over. My bad.
He's like, not today.
Right? Now with Buday, he doesn't really post like, you know what I mean. He'll post up, I guess, to get that sponsor money. But other than that, he doesn't post anything crazy. Him being in another country doesn't help. I don't have my goons that can that can spy on him and stuff. Right. I'm almost scared to say my Russian bots. They be spying.
Oh yeah, careful.
Please stop. But yeah, so I don't really. I did notice that with Villante, I ended up spending more time sometimes on my phone than I needed to be like watching film and stuff like that. I was like, okay, Villante. Oh wow, that's a pretty good school. Oh wow, I was watching like the football games and stuff. Like I was like, oh man, look, he got really mad when that guy dropped the ball. Oh, goofy stuff like that. But yeah, to have that mental edge, like there could be a time to where I'm looking at the opponent and I've got to have, you've got to be entertaining in this game, right? So if somebody comes at me, I've got to be able to have something back. And I could be like, oh, you remember in 2018 when you had failed over that curve? Yeah, sucker, I saw you. Like, so I've got those there ready and, loaded. They're loaded. I don't want to use them now, but they're loaded, But yeah, just doing a detective during the fight, which is cool. Now I actually do have a little team. They're like, hey, Buday just posted. I was like, okay, there's a picture of him and his family. What's that supposed to do for me right now?
Right.
You know? But yeah, man, I definitely like to stay being an athlete, any type of legal advantage you can get, that's, I try to take a route, because I'm short. I got to have some type of advantage, right? I got to look up something, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah, totally fair, man. It's all fair play, right? It's just a matter of
because my goofy butt still in my mind, I was like, I don't need to post this, man. I tell you what, people at the gym sure do make me mad, And it's like, why'd I put that up? Management's like, hey man, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What are you mad about? I said nothing. The guy was on the elliptical way longer than needed to be. It says 30 minutes, damn it.
Oh man, that's perfect. I mean, looking back at the Villante fight though, and that win, obviously amazing knockout. Do you think about like, man, how do I top this? That was so good. Like, how do I do something better or crazier?
The crazy thing is, I didn't even want to do that. Like, not to say I didn't want to do it, but I didn't think it was going to land, because I was waiting to, again, we knew he hasn't been training and doing what he was, like, not to say it like that, but there's no way he worked as hard as I did. I'll say that much. And I knew, I was really waiting, like, okay, if you go back and watch my old fights, my nickname, well, in the ring or whatever type thing, like, you would hear people yell out, deep water, because if I got you out of that first round, like, a lot of times I got my ass whooped first round. Like, there's fights where you're like, whoo-wee, he ain't gonna make it out of this one. Second round, heavyweight's cardio. It's all gone. Half the time, like, you spent your whole first round, I call it the Homer Simpson theory. You spent your whole first round beating the hell out of me. Now can you keep that same consistency? Me, I can get beat up for another 2 rounds. Trust me, I sure can. But guess what? This round, I'm actually going to put forth more effort to attacking you. My first round is more counter. Oh God. Okay, Chris, hey, we need to counter a little more now. you getting hit, not counter, So yeah, like, I had some crazy stuff planned for the third, because I felt great. If you look at the interviews in the corner, my coach is like, hey, how do you think you did? I said, I don't know, Scott, how do you think I did? He goes, oh, you're good. I actually feel really good right now, Scott. And he goes, all right, man, hey, if you want to go home, let's go home. If not, third round's right around the corner. It's time to put on the show. And that might have been his fault, because he said it's time to put on the show. He should have said that. He should have said it's time to put on the show in the third. He said it's time to put on the show in the second. Scott's fault right there, man. Right? Big time. But now, like, oh yeah, back to the deep water thing. That's always been my MO. Like, I'll take that ass whooping that first round, because I know you're about to get yours. So whether every action has an equal or opposite reaction, boom, baby, you about to you about to get yours. I promise you. But yeah, man, like, that's the I'll say my progression during the fight. I figure, like, and my coach we've actually figured this out. If I can do this through the whole fight, and you're doing this through the fight, 9 out of 10 times, again, heavyweights, 4-ounce gloves, you never know. Literally, that's how I knew I was going to lose that Ben Rothwell fight, because that was said to me at least 200 times. They were like, hey, man, 4-ounce gloves, you never know. Not, hey, how you going to win? How you gonna win, man? How you going to win? No, it was 4-ounce gloves, bro. Hey, you never know, right? And I was like, yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, good to know.
Right, exactly, man. But yeah, no, this fight, the way he fights and how he fights, and my mentality going toward this one, there's a huge chance for a spectacular knockout. Like, he's very open for a lot of things, and he can counter a lot of things too. I got to be careful with that. But yeah, that spinning wheel kick is dangerous, regardless if it's blocked or not, because that's a lot of meat coming. I'm torquing that meat, baby. It's coming around, the corner. So even if my thigh hits you, you're gonna move. You're gonna move regardless. So. Yeah, I can say, as long as the work I've put in, there shouldn't be any way that he gets done what he wants to get done. And he's going to make it a boring fight. He doesn't care about, honestly, he doesn't care about whatever. But his fighting style, what's gotten him to where he's at, it's push, hold you against the cage, beat you up, take you down, if whatever. That to me is, I get it. Hey, however, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, But me personally being a fan first, I know these folks, all 20 of them in the Apex, paid their hard money, to come watch me. So I'm definitely I'm gonna throw it all out there. I'm gonna throw it all the way out there. Then plus, I know the UFC won't let me. Well, I say that now. Let me knock on wood.
Right.
Won't let me die. I can literally throw it all out there, you know what I mean, to try to give the fans everything. As they say, we'll put in air quotes, leave it all out on the mat. I know I can do that.
Absolutely, man. And hey, just to brighten things up, I think they're letting more people in now. I think it's at least around 300, and they want to get to like 700, so they want to fill it up, man. So there's some good news there as we get back to normalcy a little bit around the world.
Right.
But man, Chris, it's so interesting, being, again, keep going back to this fan mentality, but as you watch everybody and all these legends, the heavyweight division, there's so many people that have fought throughout history that we just love so much. For you, who is like a dream opponent maybe that isn't fighting anymore, but then one who's still around that you would love to fight?
Okay, this is gonna sound whatever. I would like to fight a younger me. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like with the knowledge I have now, going against that, I was a gritty. I won't say grimy. I was a gritty. Like there was a more wrestler aspect, younger me. So I would still want to do the spectacular things, but if that didn't work, I'd shoot right on wrestling. I was like, okay, that didn't work. I'll take you down, type thing. So to fight myself would be cool. Again, I would have loved to fight like an Anderson Silva, just because when I fight those guys, I notice my mind changes to where anything you can do, I can do better. So Anderson Silva throws a double, try to throw a triple. You know what I mean? He throws a spinning hook kick. I'm gonna try to throw a 540 spinning hook kick. You know what I'm saying? So those type of fighters, man. Of course, you always want to test yourself against the best. So that prime Fedor, hopefully he didn't decapitate me the way he did Roger. Holy moly, Batman! There's that gift they made of Roger's head going into the.
It looks real.
Oh man, yeah. Somebody check on him for. I really wanted to fight Bigfoot Silva just because, I could say I beat a giant. You know, what I mean? Like that'd be so cool. I David and Goliath in his ass, man. Always I had that set. I had that post set. I had my post and status ready for it. And that's right. One guy on their staff got COVID, didn't tell anybody. And the whole staff ended up getting COVID, so they had to shut the whole show down, and that's what ended up happening with the fight. But yeah, no, definitely I'd like to do it like almost tournament style. You know what I mean? I get to each person I beat, I get to fight all the way up, and then the last person is the young B, just like
Mortal Kombat style.
What was that little Kimbo thing? They'll be like, here's your real test. The enemy is the inner me. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, that would be fun, man. And so many options, right? And so I like the idea, though, of the younger self. I mean, hey, that's something that is not even possible. So that's why it's fun to think about, right?
Those ones that are like, then no one can get mad at you. But no, hey, man, he said he's gonna knock out. No. He's
gonna kick his own ass. But as for the present day stuff, Chris, I mean, as you're in the UFC heavyweight division, things at the top are kind of all over the place right now, and I'm sure you're keeping an eye on it just for hoping to eventually get there. But what do you think should happen or will happen? Francis is going to be out for a little bit. Stipe's still kind of floating around. Jones is just in the background. Who knows what's going on with him? But what do you think is going to happen, man?
I'll tell you what. I picked the wrong time not to be at the top because don't nobody know what's going on. Literally, you could be 15th right now, fight one of those guys and be number 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type thing. So Yeah, no, I mean, again, Stipe, big homie. I love me some Stipe. I think Stipe, it's like he took that full-time fireman job, and now I ain't seen him fight, man. I was like,
Yeah,
no, I know you
just
get out there
working.
saving more lives, man, by fighting, cuz, you know. So I actually hit up his coaches, one of his boxing coaches, Coach Alex, to actually go up there and train for this fight. But I've had so much go on like down this way positively to where I just couldn't go up there. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was about to leave the week of, and then UFC decides they want to come here and film, and I was like, but I already. Okay, guys, y'all don't think it'd be cooler to film with Steve?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, all right, you know. But yeah, no. It's at first I am on record saying I'm cool with the lawn chair, you know, just sitting back watching them kill each other over their throne. But again, with this camp, right, me doing it right, it's brought back like so much, like that. Hey, I don't want to say this is the last run, but we're going to make this a good one type. I mean, and like how I feel during these camps, how sparring's going, how everything's just going. There's no reason why I can't throw that grappling hook up there and start climbing slowly, you know, to get to that throne, you know. So I'll let them all fight on this side of the mountain. I'm going around this way. I'm little suckers.
Sneaking up on them.
We're exactly. I mean, so like the goal is, everybody wants to touch that black and gold. You know what I mean? I always like when they ask me what uniform I want to wear, I don't want them to be able to ask me. I want them to be like, hey, the black and gold is already set for you, sir. You know what I mean? That'd be cool as all get out, you know? But yeah, man, I get it. It is a process, and I'm cool with the process of, you know, taking the steps, you know, but no longer just sitting back, chilling, watching. We're going to start treading in that sand, you know? I see my lawn chair. It was cool, but I want another lawn chair. I want a bigger lawn chair now, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's funny you kind of, you know, mentioned the going around a little bit. If you look at like what Tom Aspinall just did this past weekend, I mean, that was his 5th fight in the UFC, and he's already he's right in that mix now. So, I mean, anything's possible, man.
You look at Dukakis. You look at the guy that beat Ben Rothwell before my fight with him. I think his last name started with a T or something like that. He's I think to fight Derek Lewis, or no, he's about to fight somebody big. Is it? No. Curtis Blades is fighting Dukakis, right?
Yeah, that's this week. Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Dukakis lost to Lewis, but Dukakis was technically like 10, fell back to like 15, but Curtis is number 3.
Right.
It's just, it's madness.
It was Tybura that beat Rothwell. Yeah, that's who it was.
That's it. It's easy you could easily jump up, because it also seems like these heavyweights get the belt and then go, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill for about for a year, and then we got 3 interim heavyweight champions. You know, it's easy. Honestly, the main thing is staying healthy and hungry, to be honest with you, at this point with it. And they're offering the fights. Like, I technically could have been my 2nd fight already this year, because I could have had one in January. Stuff happened with I stepped in to help somebody else, or to fight for this fight. I think Ike something, and then Ike ended up getting hurt, and I was like, oh well, now you guys got me all excited for nothing, so I'm just gonna wait to fight him.
Right.
But yeah, like they're offering the fights, man, and then there's stuff going on that I need to be a part of and know about. But they're paying us like randomly. Hey, here's for this, and I was like, I'm gonna go get this money right now, just in case they decide they want it back. Let me go snatch this up right now, you know. But yeah, man, like that was the thing too, the NFTs. Apparently I didn't think they would like let us touch any of it. Apparently something's gonna happen to where we actually get to see some of that, you know, some of that type of money
great.
or whatever, get any of it, but whatever it is. But yeah, man, like my fans, I'll say I've gained now, have a strong enough push to where I could become the wave and not just a surfer, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's another big thing too. I love having that fan aspect first, because I think the fans actually see it. they understand. They're like, hey, you're just like us. You, again, like I said, you just happen to make it. I'm like, I'm the inside guy for the fans. I feel like, you know,
The inside man. There we go. Yeah, the man who's doing it all. You're the front man, like a band, right? Where everyone's working behind you. You're just leading the charge. Love it, man. So, well, Chris, I could talk to you forever, man, but I know you got stuff to do, and I don't want to keep you any longer. And I'm very excited to see this fight. So I will let you go, man. But I appreciate you taking the time so much, and always a pleasure getting to chat and to watch you do your thing. So wish you the best of luck, man, and hope it's smooth sailing.
yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man.